Talking about the Titans here. The Titans!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going! It is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies Postgame Show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
Welcome back, Phillies fans. What a statement this series was. They were down 4-0 to the Mets, and this team never batted an eye. The bats came alive, everyone in the lineup got their piece, and Otto Kemp showed the city that he deserves to stay. The sweep is complete, the Mets are packing up, and the Phils are looking like a team that refuses to quit. Welcome to the 302 postgame show, everybody. You have some different faces tonight. I'm Ash. I'm joined by Ballpark Tommy. We are two of your hosts of the 302 Weekly Show, as well as your hosts of Sunday Dinner. And we are filling in tonight so that Dalt and the rest of the crew can get some much needed rest, because 162 games is a lot.
Plus they have 6 straight more before an off day.
Yeah, this is kind of the best middle point here to give them a day off, as the Phils are just nonstop right now. So welcome, good evening. It was quite the series. This was the first Phillies game that I've watched in its entirety in quite a while. We were flipping back and forth between the Packers game and the Phillies, as I'm sure a lot of you have been doing tonight. So we are going to start off here.
Another game that's good for us, but bad for Connor.
Oh yeah. It was not pretty when we were out there earlier. So let's start off with the pitching tonight. Tommy, what are your thoughts?
He looked like a little league guy throwing in the first inning. Everything was belt high. Everything was getting rocked. It was nothing about tipping pitches or anything like that. Everything was a poorly placed pitch, and the Mets were doing what Major League hitting should do to poorly placed pitches.
Yep.
And they scored 4 runs on 5 hits, and then didn't have a hit the rest of the game. It was beautiful.
It was awesome. Once he saw that, well, once we got real into deep crap, right? For what, I don't know what switched, but whatever switched, it worked. And then we saw the Phillies that we have been kind of starting to know. Now, granted, this is where I love being in a group chat with all of you people. Not you in particular tonight, Tom, but oftentimes it'll be like, people were saying, I surrender, I'm done. At least we won the series. And then I switched to, when we were down 4-0, I switched back to the Packers game because that was a round kickoff. And then all of a sudden, Joey texts me and he's like, if you're not tuned into the game, do so now. It's tied up. So sure enough, it was flipping right back. And after that, our bats caught on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I did not switch to the Packers game. I am very much a yeller into the void. I am like the grumpy old man that says, God, like the whole time. I'm like, this damn team, every time they give me hope, they're just terrible. Yeah, that's very much me. The Phillies, though, in this case, is they brought my spirits back. I love Otto. The Ottoman Empire, I keep seeing all over the place. The amount of people who had the Ottoman Empire signs when I went on, what was it? Oh my God, it feels like an eternity ago, Tuesday. It's been a very long work week for me. I know it's been a long work week for you too. Oh my God. And I forget what Aaron's mom was saying to me earlier, but it was something simple, and my brain just was like, no comprehension. Oh, she was asking me about what time the Thursday night football game was, and I was like, Thursday night football. And I looked at her like she had 8 heads. But like,
No, I very much understand what you're saying. Yeah, so this really, Otto Kemp is right now, I feel like, a shining star on the Phillies. I feel like every player kind of goes through their time to shine, and right now it's Otto Kemp's time to shine. So we have the Kempire. There's a lot of different iterations of it that are flying around the internet right now, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, really that pitching shift by Luzardo, I have no idea what that shift was. I would like him to remember how he pitched in the game tonight and then kind of keep that rolling into his next start. That was really what allowed our bats to heat up, in my opinion. Like, he was like, I got this. I'm good. Always being at home is a benefit, especially when you're in a divisional series like this, as we are getting closer and closer and closer to the end of the season and inevitable Red October. Little plug here for Sunday dinner. We will be talking all about Red October this week on the show. What else, Tom, do you have on either Luzardo or Kemp?
Luzardo. Just that he's the only other pitcher to have last done this for the Phillies was in 1978, I think they said, with Steve Carlton.
Really?
To give up 4 runs in the first inning and then go on and pitch at least 8 innings.
That's an impressive stat.
John Smoltz pulled that one out. I can't even give.
Yeah,
John Smoltz. I heard him say it on the broadcast tonight. So, as much as I dislike John Smoltz, he's gotten a little better over the last few years, but I still very much dislike him. But no, I think Luzardo looked great. Otto Kemp got the party started, to lead to the sweep of the Mutts. And I love that term, the Mutts. And my dad used to say that to us all. That's what he always called the Mets. It was always the Mutts. And there's the phrase "muck the Fets" has started to make a resurgence. It was like a popular one, like in the late 90s, early 2000s. I feel like I remember hearing it. With at the Vet, and then as they switched over to CBP around 2004, kind of died with it. I don't really remember it until recently, hearing that the Muck the Fets stuff.
Yeah,
but it's great. 4-game sweep, magic numbers to clinch the division down to 5, magic number to clinch a playoff spot down to 4. We're
talking by the end of the week here. We very well may have a confirmed Red October.
I know, and at the rate it's going, the Mets might do it for us by just losing 5 straight, not even us winning games.
Yeah, I take those however we can get them, and I much prefer when the Mets lose anyway. So if we could even just kind of be mediocre and save our bats and save our pitchers, I am down for that concept as well. Okay. So do you think, Tom, that the Phillies listen to you? Because I know Sean is convinced that if he screams at the TV loud enough, they turn the game around, that it was because of him. Do you feel like we can credit this win to you? Or was it a team effort from fans everywhere?
I mean, I can't take all the credit. I'll give Sean some credit since he missed Schwarber's 50th and I got to say it. So I'll give him a little credit.
Upset. He was so upset. My brother was at one of the Milwaukee Brewers games in Milwaukee, and he was convinced that was going to be Schwarber's night.
I got to say it instead.
It was not. So, but they won. Therefore, Sean can keep going to Phillies games.
Yes.
Sean's track record is
not good.
Not good. Getting better, but it's not good. Okay, so moving right along here into our last scripted topic of the night. So everyone got a piece of it tonight.
Yes.
Not everyone got a hit, but everyone saw a base. March was the only one that did not get a hit, but he got walked. So we are moving. I mean, that does not happen often, especially for pitchers. We typically have those one or two guys that are just going to strike out every day. But it's typically a different person in every rotation. We don't have any horrible batters right now.
Yeah.
So.
But he just has flu week, Marsh. Anyway, I was listening to. I was driving to get food right before the game, so I was listening to the pregame on WIP, and they talking to Rob Thompson and him and Brandon Marsh. And this was his first day this week. He said that he had an appetite. He was actually hungry. He was like, he's like, I felt alive again. I felt hungry.
I will say, whatever has been going around, it is awful. I was down for the count for about 5 days last week, and I never get sick. So if I feel awful for him, because if you got to take that much time off during September when you really need to be here,
which he didn't really take off. He only took off a night.
It's crazy, but hopefully once he starts to get some strength back, he will keep that bat up. And it's not like he played poorly tonight, but by any means. Sometimes the true heroes are in the outfield, which I got to just say, Sosa, man, with that one catch in the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the 7th. He quite possibly saved at least a base runner, if not a run, depending on how the rest of that inning would have played out. So everyone did their part tonight to commit, and really this whole series, I think we were all very, very nervous given everyone who very suddenly went on the 10-day IL. I know I was very nervous about going into a Mets series, and a series that really, really mattered. Obviously, Mets series always matters, but there are certain series where it is easier to give up than others. This was not a series that we could really afford to give up at this point, as we're looking to continue our momentum into October. But the team pulled together, and especially if you think about who we did not have on the lineup tonight, the fact that everybody got on a base is pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Great team effort. Harrison Bader gets a series MVP.
Yes.
Dude had multiple hits in every game with multiple RBIs, multiple home runs this series. He's hitting against his former team. I don't know what it is about the Mets, but he plays phenomenally against them, and it was amazing to see. A great overall team series win, team series sweep. Everyone played unselfish baseball. Castellanos, it looks like he's finally back dialed in. Like when he has to play against lefties, he's on board. He's looking like the true team player. And everyone in that outfield's hitting. He's hitting. Kepler's hitting. Marsh is hitting. Bader's hitting. And they're all bought into this idea of Thompson just putting them in the best positions possible, given how they all play.
And they're having fun.
Yes.
Like they seem. Last year we were just kind of getting like they're just not having fun the way that they used to. Like everybody seems uptight and just like they're doing it because they feel like they have to do it. We're seeing them run like a well-oiled machine on and off the field. And that, for me, is what makes it so much fun to watch baseball as a fan as well. But, yes, Harrison Bader, easily my MVP for the series. I have family that lives in St. Louis, so they are huge fans of Harrison Bader. However, they are not thrilled to see him doing so well with another team. So, they were texting me throughout the series just saying, like, well, he really was a great Cardinal. I'm like, he was. He's been, but he's right now being great in Philly. And that's what we need to be focusing on right now.
Exactly.
Into Red October. Tom, do you have anything else to add tonight? This is a late game, y'all, so we're trying to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I mucked the Fets, They beat the Mutts, and I'm happy as a clam that they swept them.
Yeah, me too. the perfect way to end a series, especially in mid-September, let alone with everybody on IL. So we now need to just keep this momentum going because, again, we have another 6 days until we have an off day.
Exactly.
So we got to, we don't want to let off on the gas just yet. Have some time. And really, we shouldn't be letting off on the gas at all at this point.
Yep.
But awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us, especially this late in the evening. Tom and I will see all of you on Sunday dinner, which will premiere right here on the YouTube as well as the Facebook pages at 7:05 on Sunday night. So we hope that all of you have a great rest of your week, and we will see all of you either on Sunday dinner or the next post-game show that we host. Tom and I will kind of be subbing in a couple of times here and there as we are able. But most importantly, go Phils.
Go Phils.
The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going, and it's gone. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know.